Good afternoon, guys. Welcome to Football Brownie. Hope you're all well, keeping safe, keeping each other safe. Oh, one second. What have I done there? Yeah, keeping each other safe and spreading the love during this pandemic. Now, before I go any further, please like, share, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Because without you, how on earth is the channel supposed to grow? So news today breaking was Chelsea legend Frank Lampard has been given a boot by owner Roman Abramovich. But in all honesty, I knew it last Wednesday. I knew about this last Wednesday. If you check out the date on the video in which I put out this morning, you'll know that the video was dated, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday. That's what I told he was already sacked. But my source did ask me not to publicize it until news actually went public, because it was something about Thomas Tuchel, something about his contract with PSG. He had to give a certain amount of days notice or a certain period of notice to PSG. That he was taking up another position, because I think he may have been on gardening leave or something like that. Anyway, he had to. Many of you this morning asked me how on earth did I know officially before who is the Don of the football media world, Fabrizio Romano. Please check my Twitter as well, for proof of this. Basically, as I said, I knew about this last Wednesday. For people who don't know me, many years ago, and it was many years ago, 2021. 20 years ago? It was around about the 2002. It was when I came back from Australia, actually. I was living in London. So anyway, I'm digressing a bit. I actually done some work inside Chelsea, and it wasn't a pleasant experience, I'll be honest with you. But I have kept in touch with some of the guys there, and it was from them in which I had the information. So sometimes it's good to not burn bridges in the working world, I suppose. But let's go to your comments anyway. Hang on, before I go to your comments, guys, what do you think about this? What do you think about this? And myself, I'm of a generation, I'm 42 years old. I'm of a generation in which, and I can back this kind of statement up to what I seen when I was in the football agency world. It was basically, with foreign players, you must be very, very, very lucky for foreign players to hit the ball running straight away. You have to be very, very lucky. Normally, and this was actually proven as well in Tottenham documentary as well, right? It was stated in the Tottenham documentary. But normally, you would, let's just say, give a player coming in from overseas, you normally give him a year, right? Now, it's not because of his ability. It's not because of, tactics or whatever else. But it's because of things that go on in the background in which supporters don't know about, absolutely do not know about at all. And we all know with how things mentally can affect you in your workplace. I think that's the best way I can describe it. For example, if if your wife hates where she lives, then you're always going to have it in the year. If, for example, your kids are getting bullied in school, then you can't focus on a job in which you're employed to do 100%. And that's really where my theory, which is backed up by professionals, as I say, my theory that you should always give a player who comes in to the Premier League from overseas, we should always give him leeway of around about a year. That's why it's only now I'm starting to think that Pepe is a dead, the Arsenal player. Because, for example, player comes in, he normally moves first on his own and leaves his family there, at his previous residence. So he comes in. At times it could be a hotel living. If not, it'd be into accommodation. They would have gone around all different accommodations. So then he starts to settle. Then the family come over. Then we would need to hope that the wife likes it, or the girlfriend likes it. You need to know that the kids settle in. You need to find a school for the kids. You would hope that they make friends quite quickly. But we all know that to focus properly in work, you need to have everything at home comfortable, settled, and everything. And that's basically where my theory is coming from. Sergio Aguero, he's one of very few I know that his family still live in Argentina, I think. When Mourinho was manager of Man United, I think he was living in a hotel and his family was still in London. Family play a massive, massive part on whether a player can be settled within a club. And I think that's where my point with Chelsea is. My point with Chelsea is basically Frank Lampard done really, really well in getting them to a Champions League with what was a young team last year. All these players started coming at him. I'm not even convinced with Frank Lampard signings, I'll be honest with you. But all these players started being firing at him. They all come in. Now, if you're old enough to remember, going back to when Tottenham sold Gareth Bale, they used that money and they brought in all these different players. And only one or two, Christian Eriksen being one of them, actually worked out. Chucking a lot of players into a team who don't know each other, don't know each other's game, and expecting them to do well from the off, I think it's completely unrealistic. It's completely the mindset of a modern day football fan. And I just think sometimes football fans and football club owners need to go back to basics. You need to give managers time. You need to give players time. It may not work out in the end, but the green shoots are starting to grow now at Manchester United with Ole. Cardiff reject, I know, but they are starting to show with Ole at Man United. They're now starting to show at Arsenal with Arteta. But unfortunately, Chelsea's a different kettle of fish, isn't it? I've had a few people say, "Oh, Chelsea are acting like a big club. They got rid of them straight away." Is that really a big club, or is that just actions of a football club being a rich man's toy and he can do anything he wants? Let me just go. Frank Lampard, he's a Chelsea legend, and this is how they treated him today. Right? Now, they signed him in '96. Mourinho was there. when they signed. No, sorry, they signed him in 2001. Right, Mourinho was there. It was the first stint, I think. Or anyway, 2001 they signed him. He was there for 13 years. 13 years. It's probably a length of my, yeah, it is. The same length period as my marriage. Right? Well, no, actually 2 years more than my marriage. 429 games he played for him. Right? Scoring. Let me just get this up. Scoring 147 goals from midfield. Right? That was in the league. That was league only. You know, if you want to put all the different cups and everything into it, 648 games he played, with scoring 211 goals from midfield. Captain Marvel. I know people call Brian Robson Captain Marvel from the 80s, but he was the new age Captain Marvel in my team in my opinion for Chelsea. He won all the honours. He won all the honours. You know, Premier League 3 times, FA Cup 4 times, League Cup twice, Champions League once, Europa League once. I just think that it's absolutely shocking treatment of a club legend, and it really, I'm gonna say it, really pisses me off nowadays when you have, and it's probably, this opinion is probably because of the way in which Vincent Tan, the owner of Cardiff City, have treated my club ever since he took over. But complete and utter garbage. They treat fans like shit because, oh, they got a bit of money, they have a bit of money, they can do this, they can do that, they can treat people like shit. No. People are still human beings. They may be on the back page a lot of the time, and maybe you know, headlines of sport papers and so on and so forth, but they're still human beings. And the way Frank Lampard has been treated, and I'm going to call him out, by a certain section of modern day Chelsea fans, on YouTube, on other platforms of social media, plus Roman Abramovich, who, let's be honest, was the owner of Chelsea during the times Frank Lampard was, you know, dragging them through to win all those honours. I think he's been treated absolutely appallingly. Anyway, what do you guys think? Before I go into a chat, sorry, on the banner, I know I've been going on a little bit, but on the banner here, please like, share and subscribe to the channel. Now, we are slowly getting to 370, I think, subs on the channel. We really need to get to that 1,000 mark. I can finally get paid one by YouTube, but that's my Twitter handle there. Facebook, overnight it hit the 500 mark. So like the Facebook page, and there's my Instagram. Right, let's go into your chat. Hi Matthew, how are you? Have you got any side information about Bruce? I haven't, mate, to be honest. If I'm honest with you, unless I very get any information about Newcastle, unless they are after someone who is Spanish based, because I live over here in Spain. But honestly, if I do hear something quite concrete, I will let you know. Tom then comes in. Would you take listen, Tom, I'm assuming that you're a Swansea fan, and you're going well at the moment. Would I take him? No, I wouldn't. My opinion with Mick McCarthy is well known now, fortunately or unfortunately, or however. But no, I wouldn't have. My first choice would have been the moment Bilic was sacked by West Brom, I would have made a move then. But no, McCarthy is the man. As I mentioned in my video yesterday, you know, I am going to give him a chance, and I hope to pray to God that he proves me wrong. But anyway, guys, what do you think about Lampard? Let's go back into while we wait for comments in the chat. Let's just go back into his England record as well, because it was always that age-old argument, wasn't it, when he was playing? Because they would always have like two in the midfield, I suppose. Gerrard or Lampard. Anyway, for England, he made his debut in '99, and he played for England until 2014. Now that's a hell of a long time. Hell of a long time to play international football. You know, especially in this day and age where you do, whether we as international followers of the game as well, whether we like it or not, club managers do tend to try and persuade players not to play for their country for various reasons, injury mainly. But yeah, so he 15 years he played for England, 106 appearances, scoring 29 goals. Unbelievable the way in which he's been treated with Sky. Yeah, come on. I'll add you now. 1 second, my friend. Okay, my friend, there's a link. Just bear with me. I'm just going to get a cup of coffee, really. Just bear with me, but there's a link, my friend, yeah? Okay, you coming in? Anyone wants to come in, the link is in the chat. And more than welcome, but the thing is I can only do one at a time. Yeah, because I've tried doing more than one, and the Spanish internet just can't take it. I'll be completely honest with you. So if you want to join in, click on the link, but you may have to wait in a back room, and then I'll just alternate everybody as the show goes on. Okay. So Frank Lampard. Come on, guys. What do you think about Lampard? Oh, here we go, Tottenham fan. Hi, Liam. How are you, my friend? I hope you're good. Keeping safe. As a Tottenham fan, Liam, what's your opinion with Lampard? And Liam, if you want to come in as well, you're more than welcome. If you want to come on the stream. Well, let's go back into his statistics as manager, right? While we're waiting for... Right, his managerial statistics. He was with Derby for 1 year. During that year, 57 games he played, winning 24. Drawing 17, losing 16. Win percentage ratio of 42.1%. Now with Chelsea, played 84, won 44, drew 17, lost 23, win percentage 52.5%. 52.4%, sorry. Now, Jesus, 52, so you win more than half your games, but you still get sacked. I know Chelsea are a big team. I know they are these days. I mean, I remember when I played Cardiff in the old, what is now called the Championship. I know they are. I know that they, and can with the Chelsea management job its demands. But what you got to remember as well, you see, is that Chelsea actually had a transfer ban, didn't they? That's why they chucked all these players in the summer. It's because for the last two transfer windows or whatever it was, they had no players. They couldn't bring in any players. So even with the Chelsea the transfer ban, Frank Lampard got them to a Champions League by playing the youngsters. I'm convinced some of these players aren't Lampard signings. I'm really back and playing. I know. I'm even thinking Timo Werner, because to me, there was a reason why Liverpool pulled out. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I think there's a reason why Liverpool pulled out. And Chelsea just thought, okay, we'll get him. It was quite a cheap kind of investment, I suppose, 50 odd, because it was a release clause. But I don't know. Something doesn't add up with Timo Werner. But as I mentioned at the beginning of the show, it could well be things off the field, his family not settling and things like that, which can easily affect your work focus, no matter what job you're in. Liam has come back anyway. What's he say? I think Lamps have been given him money and results in the league have been poor. I agree. Whether he's been given the money, Liam, I'm not too sure, my friend. I think he's been given the players and said, look, work with them. Need top 4 at least still in Champions League. Tuchel may get close to winning that. Now, on about Tuchel, now I said this in the video, Liam, I don't know if you were watching earlier on, but basically I had this information he was sacked last Wednesday, in which I promised that I wouldn't release. So the video I did release this morning was already ready to go, actually, and it's been on my in my private holding on my YouTube for just basically a week now. And what I was told is that it's definitely going to be a German speaker. The next manager, whoever, no matter who it is, they want a German speaker because the investment in Kai Havertz and Timo Werner is so much, in their opinion, they do not want them to turn out to be dead. Because at this moment in time, let's be completely honest, guys, at this moment in time, Timo Werner is on par, for Chelsea fans, Timo Werner is on par with Fernando Torres, or even Shevchenko. Jesus, thinking of it now, there's so many strikers big money strikers over the years, in which haven't worked out at Chelsea. Okay, Elijah's come back. Let's check Elijah in for a few minutes.
My internet is not working.
Hi Elijah, can you see?
Yeah. That was just...
yeah, how are you, my friend?
I have no words. I just... literally, why would they sack him? That's just... I love Lampard, so I don't know why they sacked him. That's just... Well, he had to go at some point. To be honest.
Do you think he had to go for Elijah, or could he just waited like Man United are waiting with Solskjaer?
Yeah, I think he actually could have waited a couple more games, but I think they've said they're going to give him the Wolves game. Is what they said. They're going to give him up to the Wolves game. I think they said that.
Yeah, yeah.
I think they said they might give him up to the Wolves game.
For what I was told by the same guy who told me that he was sacked, is that they had to wait because Thomas Tuchel had even though PSG sacked him, the terms were that he had to give notification to PSG certain number of days because they were still paying him.
Yes, I'm sure what they just said, what the internet says, they have to give him. I think they're going to give him the Wolves game. I think, and there was another game. I think they were going to give him 2 games, and then they were going to sack him.
I don't know, my friend. I'm on. We must come back in a second. And obviously it's slow, I tell you. Right, Liam's come back. Havertz, Werner, Ziyech, Chilwell, all good signings, just didn't have a second goal. Yeah, but I'll be honest with you, mate.
I agree with Liam.
Yeah, you agree with him, Elijah? In my opinion,
read the next comment. Oh my god.
In my opinion, I don't know if you agree with me, Elijah, but you have to give players time, especially players coming from a Dutch league or German league, which, let's be honest.
Brownie, can you read the next comment?
I got this one.
Hi, and then the next one. It says, Brownie looking sharp today.
Yeah, no, I'm looking sharp. Hang on. What's this say? Come on. Well, listen. This guy's a Chelsea fan. He said what he...
I'm actually 11, but okay. Bryce, I'm actually 11.
Well, Reece, if you want to come in, you're more welcome, my friend. If you want to come in, you're more welcome, and that's everybody. But
I'm actually 11, so he's kind of wrong. I'm actually 11, but okay.
Listen, I got someone else coming in now, Elijah. So, and you know I can only do one at a time now.
Yeah, you can only do one at a time. Right? Yeah, I understand. I'll hope you have a good day, and everyone, please subscribe to Football with Brownie.
You too. You take care. You take care, my friend. And I'm going to do another live towards the end of the week, so I want you to come in, okay?
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Good man.
Bye, Brownie.
Take care, mate.
Bye, Brownie.
Brown looking sharp today. Well, I do try it. I'll be honest with you. Work is really doing my head in. I absolutely detest it. But it is what it is. Oh, here we go.
Adam, how are you?
It's a famous Jake. Very well, Jake. And yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. How are you?
Let me just introduce you, Jake. Guys in the chat, this is Jake from West Ham and Official. Now, if you're not a West Ham fan, please subscribe to his channel. Top guy. Absolutely, he's much better than me with hosting these YouTube channels. I'm telling you, this guy is a professional, I tell you. So please subscribe to the channel. And Jake, even as a West Ham fan, what do you think about Frank Lampard and what's happened today?
Well, very strange. For me, personally, I'm quite glad he's gone because we all know that he wanted West Ham's Declan Rice, didn't he? So that's him and Mason Mount, Lampard, he wanted. That's what I wanted to come and say that, Adam, because I think that that could be out the window now. Perhaps Rice is staying at West Ham, but I think it's a very a very strange decision for him to be sacked. I mean, you brought up some of his stats before, and all of these managers are like having like blips, like Liverpool, Man United, but they get through them. I think from Abramovich, this is very strange, and for them, they're bringing in this new guy from abroad. I think that it's very, very, very strange, Adam, for me.
Yeah, no, I agree. I do agree. For what I was told, Jake, he was gone last Wednesday after that. After that midweek loss.
Yeah.
But I mean, surely, in my opinion, you still wouldn't give him the FA Cup game on the weekend.
Yeah.
You would just have like a temporary manager until today. I think it. I think it is a bit weird. But we are talking about Roman Abramovich, and we are talking about Chelsea. It's a weird club. It's a weird club anyway. But yeah, I get your point regarding Declan Rice, because the rumours were Frank Lampard's man was Declan Rice, and wanted him for months now. So that could work out better West Ham, couldn't it?
Yeah, definitely, and it's very positive at West Ham's end, because perhaps, I mean, we all know Frank Lampard was a massive fan of playing the youth. He sprung through Mason Mount. I think Lampard knew that he was going, because he gave Mount the armband yesterday in the FA Cup game. He sprung through Mount, Gilmore, Hudson-Odoi to be quite good players. I think he could have got longer at Chelsea, because I think he was building something, I thought. But yeah, as a West Ham fan, I'm quite happy that he's gone, just for the sake of Declan Rice staying at West Ham a bit longer.
Fair. No. Jake, I tell you what, you put points across absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Thanks, Adam.
You know how bad my Spanish internet is, so I can only do one at a time here, yeah?
Yeah.
So I've got another guy in the back room. Do you mind, Jake, if I drop? I'll put you on and we'll talk then, and then I'll come back to your show in the next few days.
Yeah. Cheers, Adam.
Hey, and before you go, can we swap McCarthy for David Moyes?
No. Adam, I saw you comment on Baz's show earlier. Could you swap? And I thought, I'll tell you what, Mick McCarthy, you never know what Frankie and Baz said on there. Before he could pull with David Moyes, we could see you back up in the Premier League as soon as possible. But we all know, Adam, we all know that you're not a fan of Mick McCarthy yet.
No, not at all. But it is what it is, unfortunately. You know what, with Gold, Sullivan and Brady,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you can't change decisions which are made in a boardroom, unfortunately. But thanks a lot, and we'll talk in a week, yeah?
Thank you.
Oh, I love Jake. Right, you go. Who's this next one?
How are we, Brown?
Yeah, this is so slow today. Come on, probably my Spanish internet. Right, here we go.
Hi, Brown.
Come on. That's better. How are you, mate? You good?
Yeah, not bad. How about yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. Monday morning. Monday afternoon, but Monday blues I'm having. Well, what's your opinion regarding the news today with Lampard?
Well, it's a strange decision. I thought honestly, he was quite a good manager. But I'm not sure about these new players coming in. I'm not sure if I like them or not. What about yourself?
I'm more of a case of you have to because of my background with the football agency world, you have to give players time to settle. I'm sure yourself, whatever job you do, if you do find this in you all the time, you're not going to do your job properly. If your parents are in you all the time, you're not going to do the job properly. So it's a big upheaval to move country, a new environment, new school for your kids.
Absolutely.
You know, your wife needs to be settled. I just think it was they put too many players on him at one time, and I think it was disgraceful. And he was sacked last Wednesday. He was sacked last Wednesday, and they let him. You know, they let him bloody continue to be manager until today.
I don't see why.
Absolutely mental. So, have you got a channel yourself?
What'd you say?
Have you got a channel yourself?
No, I don't tend to post really.
No, you could shout it out on you. But hey, thanks for coming in, and hopefully we'll talk soon. Yeah.
Hey, just to tell you, I'm a Swansea fan, so just to
I know you
get that out there.
I know you are. I didn't want to mention Swansea. We're having a nice chat.
Hey, goodbye, Harris.
Right, okay,
goodbye, Harris.
We'll talk a little about Swansea if you want. We'll talk a little about Swansea.
Harris in a bin. Harris in a bin.
Unbelievable. But hey, do you think you're going up automatic or not?
Oh my God. I'm not sure about this new man coming in.
I don't know. I think Brentford will get that second automatic, I think.
I'm not sure.
I hope. Come on, Brentford.
I think Bamba's going to be a big mess if he takes a lot of time off or anything happens.
Well, I mean, I'm so disillusioned what's been happening at Cardiff. I'll be honest with you. I shouldn't be surprised.
It's fucking shocking. It's shocking. You know, it's
but you know, even brilliant Carpenter is telling me on Twitter that I'm talking shit. So I'll take his word on it. But listen, I'll catch you later, my friend, and thanks for joining the stream.
Hey, you should join to Swansea.
See, I even bring Swansea fans on these streams, I tell you. Right. In the chat, we go back. No problem, Jake. Thank you very much for joining in. Oh yeah, Guna, I know. I'm 42 years old. And you know what? I've never been able to pronounce my S's. Maybe you could be my next speech therapist, yeah? Hey FIFA, how are you, mate? I hope you're good. But you know, I've been going now for 38 minutes, been talking about Lampard. So I'm going to make a move now. The coffee's getting cold. But thank you very much for joining the stream. Thank you very much everybody in the chat. And right, all the details out there. Please like, share, and most importantly, subscribe, guys. Really need to get these subscriber numbers up. I'm on Twitter. There's my Twitter handle on the bottom there. And Facebook. In all fairness, we hit the 500 mark on Facebook. And with some great photos. Lately, what have I put? I put up a photo of 1950s where Cardiff City actually had the deepest stand in the whole of the UK. That photo. And then if you're from South Wales, you know the area. I put a photo up of the old Merthyr town, who were in the third tier of British football, and also Aberdeen Athletic as well. So, yeah, you know, what I don't want to do, I know there's loads of Cardiff fans now, which I'm attracting, obviously, but I also want other fans of other clubs to join in. Because there's so much to talk about within the world of football that you know, it's a never-ending subject, is it? Football, never-ending subject. Got Frankie have come in. Hey, how are you? How FIFA? What's he say? Can't do next Den. Yeah. Oh, Den Developer as well, guys. Den Developer, great watch along. Please, he always helps me out. He always shouts me out, and no worries at all. Get Den Developer. Frankie, what's he say? StreamYard is slow today. Don't end, I've only just right. Frankie, honestly, I'll end this now, 40 minutes. I'll end it, and then you can watch it on a playback. Right, guys, I'm making a move. Thank you very, very much. Good luck to Frank. As a non-Chelsea fan, good luck to Frank Lampard on his next project, because I think he's been treated disgracefully. As a club legend, as a Chelsea legend, I think he's been treated disgracefully. That's my opinion. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. Hope you're well, and take care. Bye-bye.